Let's take a closer look.
Alex Pereira's plan was to cut Adesanya off, back him up against the cage, and use his hands to finish him there. But Adesanya has good footwork to get away from the fence in these moments, so Pereira used the calf kick to limit his mobility. Pereira has a very upright stance, and avoids turning his shoulders and hips over as he throws these calf kicks, making it very difficult for Adesanya to see them coming. He had Adesanya's left leg badly compromised, so when he got him up against the fence in round 5, Adesanya couldn't use lateral movement to escape, and he tried to reach out and clinch up to close off the space for Pereira's power shots, but Pereira was one step ahead of him and finished the fight. But Israel came into their rematch with a new strategy. Take a look at this sequence. Pereira is pushing Adesanya back. Now watch what happens when Adesanya switches to southpaw. Immediately Pereira backs up. Then Adesanya switches back to orthodox and Pereira presses forward once again. Switching to southpaw made Pereira uncomfortable and kept him from backing Adesanya up against the cage, but he was still landing his calf kick successfully. And near the end of the second round, Pereira landed one that caused Adesanya to buckle, but Adesanya used this to lure Pereira into a trap. He backs up against the fence, making Pereira think that he was giving up on escaping like in the first fight. And things were seemingly going according to plan for Pereira, so naturally he goes in for the kill. But here's where he makes a mistake. Because he thought that Adesanya was giving into his pressure, he stood right in front of him to start teeing off. But instead of trying to reach out and clinch up like he did in the first fight, Israel puts up a high guard where he could protect himself and see the attacks coming from in front of him. Had Pereira attacked him from an angle, it would have been harder for Adesanya to see the punches coming and time a counter shot. Pereira throws his power shots from the hip, which were successful in their first fight, but it leaves his head completely open, so Adesanya waits for Pereira to cock back with a big looping punch and times a perfect right hook. As Pereira recoils, Adesanya bounces off the cage and hits him right on the temple.